On this episode of Real Frank Michigan Wolverines football.
Congratulations to Ryan Day and the Ohio State football program. They are the 2024 Offseason champs. You guys, good for you guys. You won the offseason. Woo! Woo! Good for you.
Stop it!
Here we are. The 2024 offseason of college football, where the media speculates who's going to win the next season based on all the offseason moves. Ohio State and Ryan Day were desperate to finally win something, so they gave themselves an offseason 2024 championship trophy. But how did we get here? Yes, Ryan Day got his ass kicked once again. What happened?
But they are who we thought they were.
Boy, doesn't he look happy. Ryan Day and Ohio State was then forced to go all in the 2024 offseason. Hooah! We're going to take a look at all the moves that Ohio State has made, including their new offensive coordinator hire, and break this whole thing down. We'll get into all of that next.
Real Frank.
Ryan Day and the Ohio State Buckeyes feel victorious of how well they feel they've done this 2024 offseason. But before we get into it, let's do a quick recap of how last season went. That's right. Ryan Day got his ass kicked again. Ryan Day was so desperate to win the Michigan-Ohio State game, he went into his bag of tricks all season long trying to get Jim Harbaugh suspended. And he did, but he still lost. Ryan Day tried to get Harbaugh suspended just to lose to his offensive coordinator. Loser. Oh, it's so sad. It's just all so sad. Those poor kids. That poor fan base. Oh. And people around the world took notice once they were on to what Ryan Day and Ohio State were trying to do. Ryan Day did everything he could to weaken Michigan off the field, and he still got smacked in the mouth by the more physical football team. Quit being soft and get more physical. Pretty simple. Oh boy, finally the rest of the world are realizing that Ryan Day is soft. Any team that is physical with Ohio State, they lose or have big problems. And that's been the case the last 3 seasons with Michigan versus Ohio State. And then Michigan proceeded to go on and... Boy, did that hurt Ohio State and Ryan Day. Ryan Day and Ohio State were devastated. And they vowed this offseason, we're going all in. No matter what we have to do, we're going to do whatever it takes to beat Michigan, other than get some good coaching. Now, Swanky Wolverine on X is one of my favorite follows. He put together this great video clip he made to kind of sum up the season.
I'd like to know where Lou Holtz is right now. This is a tough team right here. It's been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world.
video is a masterpiece. Well done, Swanky Wolverine. It's still my favorite, and I watch it all the time. Now, since they're so desperate, they'll do anything this offseason to make sure they will be victorious in 2024. $13 million is the exact number Ohio State Buckeyes head coach Ryan Day said it would cost to compete in 2022. Well, it's not 2022 anymore. They're in 2024. I wonder if he finally got that money. Let's take a look. Ohio State Buckeyes spent $13 million and counting in NIL money in an attempt to field an elite roster. So it looks like Ryan Day got his wish. Shouldn't be any excuses in the 2024 football season, right, Ryan? On top of that, they were able to return some players that probably could have left for the NFL draft. The Ohio State Buckeyes are returning multiple NFL-ready players with NIL money. Well, when you got $13 million, everyone gets a little piece, I would assume. Makes it a little easier to stay in college. You can't blame them, really. You know, someone throws you that kind of money in college. Why not? Even Lane Kiffin was having fun with this number. Lane Kiffin. Ohio State Buckeyes spent $13 million and counting in NIL money in an attempt to field an elite roster. I'm sure Lane would love to have some of that money, too. Or maybe he has more. Who knows? So what does $13+ million buy for your roster in college football? Caleb Downs transferred from Alabama, the former 5-star safety, ranked number 1 at his position in the transfer class, and number 1 overall, came over from Alabama. Julian Sayin, a former 5-star quarterback prospect, ranked number 1 at his position in the 2024 transfer cycle, and number 6 overall, also switched from Alabama. Quinshawn Judkins, whatever the hell your name is, the former Ole Miss back, ranked number 1 in his position and number 8 overall in the 2024 transfer cycle, pledged to Ohio State. Will Howard, the number 7 ranked transfer quarterback and number 34 overall transfer player, pledged to Ohio State from Kansas State. And Seth McLaughlin, a 4-star center prospect who transferred from Alabama as their number 2 interior lineman. It's amazing what money can buy you in college.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Can't blame them, though. I'd take the money, too. These colleges and universities are making astronomical numbers in these TV deals, and they don't get squat. Yeah, education. Whatever. You blow your knee out, you're making $50,000 a year, when these schools were making billion-dollar contract TV deals. It's Caleb Downs, Ohio State Buckeye now, and I'm sure it was all about wanting to win and really enjoyed what Ohio State had to offer. Caleb Downs was asked about NIL opportunities at Ohio State. At the end of the day, I love playing football, and that's what I'm here to do. That's some money. He's a specimen. The man is a freak show when it comes to physical. Will Howard is already impressed by freshman Jeremiah Smith. He said coming to OSU with this stacked wide receiver room makes his life easier. Their work ethic impresses him the most. I'm sure it does. Not that wad of cash. When you come together for a cause that's bigger than yourself, you want to win, and that's what it's all about. Quinshawn Judkins could be a star anywhere, but as he said, why not Ohio State? He chose to split carries and come to OSU because it's bigger than just one player. Oh, what a sweet boy. I'm sure it had nothing to do with that money either. And Ryan Day and Ohio State went all in with their coaching staff too. They hired a new offensive coordinator that was going to change everything for them. Ohio State to hire Bill O'Brien as offensive coordinator. Didn't last long. Bill O'Brien is heading to Boston. OSU losing offensive coordinator. Who are they going to get and change everything for them? Chip Kelley. Oh my goodness. Chip Kelley, the UCLA head coach, wants to become the Ohio State offensive coordinator? Wanted to take a demotion to become an offensive coordinator at Ohio State? That was pretty weird. After you do some more digging, you realize a few things. Chip Kelley leaving UCLA after 6 seasons. Chip Kelley to become the OC at Ohio State and reunite with Ryan Day. The two worked together with the Eagles and 49ers, and Kelley coached Day in college. Aww, isn't that sweet? Sound like they're buddies. Ryan Day played quarterback for Kelley in the 1990s and FCS New Hampshire, and nearly got an FBS win in 1999, too, before falling in double overtime to USF. Who gives a shit? Day worked with Kelley for the Eagles and 49ers in the NFL, and when the Ohio State coach Urban Meyer was looking for a quarterback's coach, the future OC, he leaned on Kelley for an answer. He got Day. who was named co-OC and eventually head coach when Meyer retired after the 2018 season. After 3 straight losses to Michigan and questions lingering about his ability to win big games, Day did what most coaches do in time of trouble. He hired a known commodity, his friend. But he's a head coach at UCLA. He's got that beautiful campus, the weather. Why would he want to leave, become an offensive coordinator after being a head coach in the NFL and a head coach in college? Chip's been trying to get out of UCLA, Lombardi said on the show. He interviewed for the University of Cincinnati job last year. I don't know if many people know that, but he did. And he didn't get that job. He didn't get it. No, they hired Satterfield. Absolutely. That's fact. That's not debatable. Is it just me or all those big red flags? I don't understand it. Something very weird. Maybe Kelley's a little fried or something. Chip wasn't happy there. They weren't really happy with Chip, Neil said. It's interesting. I mean, Chip, part of this thing is he hated recruiting. I mean, I think he wanted to get away from the transfer portal and recruiting. He wanted to go somewhere where he could just coach ball. That's all to do with Ohio State because they got a recruiting machine there. Of course, when they're handing out $13 million+ to kids.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Recruiting machine. Breaking, Ohio State is set to make former Eagles head coach Chip Kelley their new offensive coordinator. In typical Chip Kelley fashion, OSU fans are already salivating at the thought of scoring 70 points a game, but still losing the important ones. So true. Yes, those Chip Kelley offenses always start off hot. During the preseason college games, they play those little schools. And then by midseason, the bigger schools, and when they have tape and film on his offense, they usually have him figured out. And by that time, they're into their third string quarterback because their quarterbacks take a beating from all the run plays they have to run. Now, recently, the media got to talk to Chip Kelley and dive deeper into why he want to be a head coach anymore and take a back seat and become an offensive coordinator. Let's take a listen.
I do a lot of things other people don't do, so I don't know if that's right or wrong, but
He's so funny. Not.
started when we were preparing for a bowl game. Ryan Gunderson was a great quarterback coach, left to go to Oregon State as the coordinator, so he wasn't there. So I actually coached quarterbacks during the bowl game, and I just started to think like I hadn't actually coached a position since 2008. And then I think my wife remarked, she said, I haven't seen this happening in a long time. And to me, the best part of football is football. And so you got to do
The best part of football is football. That's deep.
football and not do some of the things that involve with the head coaching deal. And I had a chance after
Not doing some things that involve the head coaching stuff, like being a leader.
we beat Boise in the bowl game, and as we started recruiting, just to kind of think about what that experience was like, and then I get to make the decision on what my future is going to be, and so what do I want to do? So I started to look into, is there an opportunity, and it would have been the right spot to go somewhere and just coach a position again and be back with that group. Because I think
What I'm taking from here is Chip Kelley is lazy. He wanted less responsibility and just focus on one thing. Lazy.
it would have taken a special place for me to leave UCLA.
Special place. I was desperate. I was interviewed for NFL offensive coordinator jobs, but nobody wanted me because they knew I was garbage. They know my offense is a gimmick. That's what they did. So I was forced to call my friend Ryan Day. I said, hey, Bill O'Brien, he's gone. You need somebody? I'm desperate to get out of all this responsibility. I want to party. I want to eat and drink. I don't want to be CEO. What do you say? I helped you out. Can you help me out? Basically sums it up. Less responsibility and more beer. That's all Chip wanted. Less responsibility and more beer. Now, some of the football programs have already started their spring practices. Ohio State running backs going through ball security drills. Head coach Ryan Day came by to help out. I've always wondered how Ryan Day helped his program. Like, how was he as a coach? Does he get in there? Just want to see. Is he hands-on? Is head coach Ryan Day. Let's see what he does during practice. Oh, slaps the hand. Oh, he's working hard. Wow. Did you guys see that? Slap. He's a hands-on guy, isn't he? The NFL experience really come in handy. And because of all these amazing things Ryan Day and Ohio State were able to do this offseason, they were immediately awarded. Ohio State has won the offseason. No team has come close to doing what the Buckeyes have done so far. Ohio State won the offseason.
Alrighty then.
Harbaugh left, took most of the Michigan staff, and he did take Jesse Minter, as everybody probably already knows. But they recently hired a new defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale. But one thing you may not be aware of, let me show you. In 4 seasons as an NFL head coach, Chip Kelley went winless against Wink Martindale. Uh-oh. But hey, Ohio State and Ryan Day won the 2024 offseason. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. 18 players were invited to the combine. Amazing. No shortcuts. Put the work in. Teach them. Coach them. But it's important not to forget why Ohio State and Ryan Day had to do the things, spend that money to get what they needed to get done this offseason. 2021. 2022. And 2023. 3 consecutive years. Congratulations, Ryan Day and Ohio State, for winning the 2024 offseason. I'm sure that'll mean something next offseason. Let's not forget, Michigan Wolverines 2023 national champs, 15-0. Ryan Day, Ohio State, the Big Ten coaches. Let's not forget that Big Ten commissioner. Go fuck themselves. Go blue. Until next time, thanks for watching.
Like an assassin, I'm praying. I gotta act on a craving. I'm coming after, I'm chasing. I'm gonna capture, erasing. Yeah, those who cross me, you'll be crossed off. Cause I'm plotting, about to pop off. You can't stop me, winning is exhausting. But I don't plan on stopping, as long as they keep talking. I got these bodies dropping, as long as they keep walking. I'll keep making deposits, they'll find out they can't stop it. Cause